Hey, 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 it's a good day. Hey, 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 it's a good day. Why? Meg and Dejon got dumped. Meg and Dejon got dumped. It's a good day to be alive. It's a good day to be what? An episode. I can't lie, the episode, it gave everything it was supposed to get. Meg and Dejon got dumped. I have no complaints. I have no complaints. Actually, bar one or two things, I'm still gonna say my review. But besides that, Meg and Dejon got dumped. Hey, Meg and the hey. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. It is your boy Tarek, and I'm back today with another Love Island review for you guys. Guys, we got one more episode to go. We got one more episode to go, and then this season is done. Oh my gosh, what a summer we have had. But if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe with that bell notification, so every time I upload a video, you guys are notified. As you already know as well, we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so be sure to join the family. Without further ado, let's get into this review. So the episode starts off with Cash, Dejon, and Harry having a conversation, and Dejon is telling the boys how his and Meg's date went. Cash is saying it's more of a prideful thing with Meg because she doesn't get along with Yasmin, and that's exactly what it is on her behalf. I'm pretty sure, and like Meg even said to Dejon, if he had picked Megan, or if he had picked, who else was in there at the time, Angel, he like, she wouldn't have actually cared. But it's because it's Yasmin, it's like, we've been going back and I've been going back and forth with this girl from like the entirety of the season, and you're telling me you're putting her name on the board. I do see where Meg is coming from, because I would be pissed if like I've got issue with someone literally the entirety of a season or something, or for a period of time, and you're telling me you're putting that person's name on the board. Now me and you're gonna have words about that. So I do get where she's coming from, and this is why when she was trying to explain herself to Dejon, and Dejon was just deflecting, he wasn't trying to hear it, I'm like, it's only a matter of time anyway. You guys will now find out that you're not loved by the public. You will find out that we're not jealous of you. You guys are in for a very, very rude awakening when you get your phones back. Meg ends up telling Ty and Angel how the date went, and said how Dejon is dragging it on. I feel like, to be honest, Dejon was dragging it on. He could have just basically listened to what Meg had to say and take on board what she was saying. But he wasn't trying to do that. Dejon was being typical Dejon, you know, not taking accountability. And I found it so funny today how Dejon said he takes accountability for everything. At this point, well, he's gone, so I no longer have to be worrying about Dejon anymore. But I think you need to go in the dictionary and really look at what the word accountability actually means, because you wouldn't know accountability if it was to punch you in your fucking face. You don't know what accountability is. So the fact that you could the fact that this man stood up in front of everyone, that's why Billicus and certain people made a face, huh? Like, accountability. Accountability? You don't take accountability for anything. You deflect everything. Like, you act like a little boy that's throwing his toys out the pram when he gets told off, or so, like, it's not even about told off, but like, if someone's trying to reason with you, you don't want to reason with no one. It's like, it's either your way or no way, and life doesn't work like that, you know? Tony, Yasmin, and Shakira are having a conversation, and Yasmin is saying that she's feeling bad for Meg. I'm not gonna lie, Yasmin has got a heart of gold, because I wouldn't feel bad for her. You've been treating me like crap the whole season, and you expect me now to feel bad for you. That just goes to show the type of person Yasmin is. I believe that even though, like I said, even though through all the hardship that they've gone through, Yasmin is still saying she's feeling it for Meg, because with this whole situation, I think it's just like a build up of the stuff that's going on between Meg and Dejon as well. Like, overall, Meg is the one that's in love with. I don't know about love, actually. I don't know about love, but Meg likes Dejon more than Dejon likes her. Because listen, Dejon's face when he found out he was in the bottom two, his face was priceless. I wish I took a picture of his face. His face was absolutely priceless. I was like, that is what you get, you bitch. That is exactly what you get. You should have been gone. You should have been gone. The fact that you lasted this long, thank the Facebook moms, because I know I wasn't voting for you. I know my community wasn't voting for you. You get an odd few people that was voting for Meg and Dejon that maybe follow me or maybe watch my stuff, but the majority was not voting for you. So you gotta cast your thanks and your praises to the Facebook mums of the Ep56, because I don't even think the vote was for you directly. I think it was more for Meg. Let's talk about that. Meg and Dejon went to have a talk on the terrace, and Meg just wanted to get it out what she needed to say, and she said how it was like a trigger for her when Dejon put Yaz, because it was at the start. I don't know if the producers didn't show us clips or whatnot, but I don't remember Dejon and Yasmin being close like that. All I remember is the threesome comment. Maybe Yaz pulled in for a conversation, but that is all I really saw. I did not see... I wasn't really seeing them together like that. So the fact that there was this chemistry and all this type of thing, apparently, like, okay, there must be clips that wasn't shown, or they must have edited stuff out, because I didn't see it. If you guys saw it, let me know and put it in the comment section below. But me personally, I didn't see it. All the girls are having a conversation, and Meg is just wishing that her date went better with Dejon. Shakira said to Harry that it's the happiest that she has been since being in here, and literally how it's gone full circle. Like I said, I do agree. I can't be blind. I can't be blind to this forever. Harry and Shakira do have a good thing going, but it's too late. Like, you will not get my vote. I beg your pardon. I voted for Yasmin and Jamie. I'll tell you lot now. I voted for Yasmin and Jamie, and I will be voting for them tomorrow during the live final. They are my 2025 winners of Love Island this year. With Tony and Cash coming in second, and Harry and Shakira coming third, and Ty and Angel fourth, because that's literally the order it's gonna be in. I'm telling you guys, that's the order it's gonna be in. You lot can't tell me otherwise. You can't tell me otherwise. That is the orders. Yasmin, Jamie, Cash and Tony, Shakira and Harry, Ty and Angel. Because Ty and Angel was at the bottom, so they are not even getting. They're not making top three. They're holding that fourth place nicely. So I don't need to worry about that. Yasmin tells the girls about Jamie and her conversation regarding the challenge. How Jamie and her also had to kind of have that conversation. But you see the difference between Jamie and Yasmin and Dejon and Meg. They will talk about the same thing, you know. Bear in mind the same subject. Look how Yas and Jamie handled it, and look how Meg and Dejon handled it. So, or should I say mainly look how Dejon handled it. Like I said, and I tweeted it, Meg, you know what? I wish you all the best with Dejon, but I don't want to hear on social media a few weeks later that you're crying because he done this and he done that. Quite frankly, I'm not here for it. You know what kind of man he is. You've been with him for 8 weeks now. You've been around this man for 8 weeks. You've been with him from the very beginning. You know what type of man he is. So, yeah. All the boys are also debriefing with each other. Tony loves how Cash told her she's exclusive and didn't ask. That's how a real man does it. A real man doesn't need to ask to be exclusive. He just feels it and says, because they were feeling it already, like the connection and the spark was way there for them to be exclusive, but it was just a matter of, okay, cool, just to solidify, I'm telling you we're exclusive. That's what I'm saying. Like, Cash and Tony comfortably, for me, second place. Like I said, if Tony didn't have the blip with Harrison, like I said, me personally, I've moved past it, but it's just like, how I rank people on like Love Island is like, Tony was actually my favorite. Like, she was the it girl for me. Like, she was my favorite. But then the whole Harrison, Cash, and Tony like situation, she lost a bit of points on me, but she's still that girl for me. Like, you can't play on her name. You can't. There's no slander around here regarding Tony. So it's like, I've still got her back, but it's like, you lost a few points, and then watching Yaz and Jamie, it just overtook. So it's like, that's why Yaz and Jamie are my winners, and Cash and Tony are literally second place. Harry and Shakira, they're not in the top two for me personally. It's nice and sweet what I'm seeing and how romantic they are being now with each other, lovey-dovey. Oh, it's beautiful. But you know what? It's a bit too late. That's why you're not getting my vote. You will never... Them two... maybe if it happened from... I'm telling you, if Harry stuck it out with Shakira from the beginning of the season and didn't do his foolishness with Helena, Harry and Shakira would have won by far. Guys, Harry and Shakira would have won. I'm telling you that now, they would have won. But they're not winning. They're not. Then I'm just saying it for what it is. Tony said she already felt that way. Tony said she would have not, what she would have changed differently is not being tolerated so poorly. At the end of the day, listen, we all make mistakes. We all do stupid things. It's a learning curve for you. It's you now know what to accept and what not to accept in a man. And hopefully you would not need to look for any other man because you and Cash will be happy together. So, yeah, hopefully you wouldn't need to go looking for any other men. You have your man right here, and that is Cash. Meg and Dejon are having a conversation, and Dejon said on the outside world they will be flying. We'll see about that. I'm telling you, I will see. I'm telling you, I'm giving it like, giving it a month is being very nice, you know. But I'm giving it a month because I have to keep it realistic as well, you know, the PR teams and stuff like that. I'm giving it a month. And then you'll see statements coming out with these two. Maya Jama ends up entering the villa. Now, she says the two other couples who received the fewest votes could be at risk of getting dumped. And those couples are Angel and Ty, Meg and Dejon. There's no surprise there for me personally. We think that Angel is faking it. And with Meg and Dejon, we know that's not real. So it doesn't surprise me that them two now are left in the vulnerable state. Then the ex-Islanders enter the villa. Now, some of these ex-Islanders really pissed me off today. And it's funny because all of the ex-Islanders that I dislike or I'm not fond of ended up voting for Meg and Dejon. Would you look at that? All of them that I disliked ended up voting for Meg and Dejon. So let's get into it. Billikis said that Ty and Angel haven't had a fair chance. I mean, to be fair, no, they haven't. Angel did come in quite late, and that's why I don't get the point of late bombshells. I never understand the point of late bomb. I feel like maybe like a week after Casa, and then they have like at least 3 weeks to still get to know each other, and then yeah, not like 2 weeks. Didn't Angel come like 2 weeks before the 2 weeks? That's not, for me, that's not enough. I feel like, yeah, that's too like late to come in personally. So I think her name is Sophie, the girl from the very beginning. She ended up voting Meg and Dejon, and Meg says they resolve. Meg was saying basically Sophie's reasoning was basically they don't resolve any situation. It's basically deflection throughout, and then Meg was like they resolve everything. You may resolve everything on the outside, but deep down inside it's not resolved. And the thing is, us as viewers, we're seeing that. Like, we're not silly. That's what we're seeing. We are seeing, you guys are resolving it, but it's not, deep down it's not resolved. Because then it's like another argument was spewed like the day after or like 2 days after. And it's like off the same thing you guys were discussing. But it's like now there's an extension to it because the original situation wasn't resolved. So, yeah, that's just that, to be honest. Shay also picked Meg and Dejon. Blue, of course, wanted to bum lick and pick Angel and Ty. And here comes Blue again with his irrelevant ass self coming and talk rubbish, saying that, okay, I can actually agree with Blue on this instance. But because it's Blue saying it, it's like, please shut up. But then at the same time, he's saying that they're in a couple out of convenience. I kind of agree with him because, like I said, us as viewers, we don't believe Angel. We believe Ty, but we don't believe Angel. We believe Angel is disingenuine with her what her motives are with Ty. I feel like she realized that Ty was the favorite and stuck with him. She didn't really she did good. She tried to explore Harry. Who else did she try to explore? Well, Blue tried to explore her, but he got friend-zoned very quickly. And then Blue comes up with his stupid self and says, oh, he could have turned Angel's head. And Angel yet again says, no, you couldn't have. How, guys, I don't understand. Like, what is it going to take for Blue to realize that you are actually digging a hole so deep for yourself that you won't be able to come out of it? You are the biggest embarrassment on reality TV I've ever watched. And I actually watch quite a lot of reality TV now. You are the biggest embarrassment. Don't ever go on reality TV again. Like, me personally, I don't want to see you on any of the shows I watch anyway. You could go on any of them other shows that I don't watch. The shows that I watch, I don't want to see you on because you are irritating. You are annoying. You are a beg. You define the word beg. If beg had you know, like in the dictionary, you have the meaning and then you have the examples. It would say blue on Love Island as an example because you are that much of a beg. Shut up. You do too much. You really want a moment. You want someone to clip you. We don't like you. We're not cool with you. We're not a fan of you. Forget it. Forget about it. Just nip it in the bud. Just be quiet now. Well, anyway, we ain't going to be seeing him again now. So that's that. If you lot are watching After Sun, then you're seeing him on that. But I don't care to... I don't really watch After Sun anyway. I just watch the clips and see what people are saying from the clips. Tommy obviously picked Angel and Ty. Ramel picked Meg and Dejon, but Meg said that it's laughable at this point. I mean, you can say it's laughable, but people are obviously seeing something you're not. So if you want to still be in cuckoo land and not look at the bigger picture and probably think to yourself, I wonder why people keep saying Meg and Dejon. That's your business, and that's why I wish you all the best, because I ain't got nothing more to say regarding that. But Ramel was like, he didn't think any of those two were the weakest. He actually thought Yaz and Jamie, due to the fact that Yasmin doesn't want kids. And I mean, Ramel did not lie. In terms of that, he didn't lie. That's a big factor. Jamie wants kids. Ramel doesn't want... Jamie wants kids. Yaz doesn't want kids. That could be a deal breaker. And I've mentioned that before. So in that aspect, Ramel did not tell a lie. Lucy, of course, picked Ty and Angel. I feel like certain people were doing this based off their friendships as well. Like, they wasn't doing this because I know deep down these people know that Meg and Dejon are not compatible. I know Tommy and Lucy know they're not compatible, but due to the friendship and the loyalty, they're gonna vote for Ty and Angel to be dumped. Where did I get up to? Ben picked Meg and Dejon, which actually shocked me. That one did shock me, but okay, I respect Ben for keeping it real. Dejon said that they have faced every challenge. No, you haven't. Because like Ben said, when you're on the outside world, there's many more challenges to face. But Ben was speaking from his own experience because Ben, literally, they went exclusive and Ben went and done something with another woman or spoke to another woman or whatever it was. I didn't quite catch what had happened. But him and Andrade were exclusive and he ended up going and do some silliness. So maybe it was a bit of him talking about his own experience, but then again, he's not lying at the same time. Dejon, for someone that likes to flirt, you'll be back on the outside world. I don't know, there might be women out there that still would want to get to know you, still would want to talk to you. You're gonna get women that still, because they know who your dad is. They know that you come from wealthy family, that your dad was a professional footballer. Because it actually came to light that I was watching a TikTok. I came across a TikTok. And some woman's eldest son went to school with Dejon, right? And Dejon was that type of kid in school where he was like, oh, do you not know who my dad is? Type of thing. Like, he was like snobby like that. And it actually gives that. Dejon gives like he never kind of got scolded properly for his bad behavior. And that's probably why he's the way that he is. Obviously, Harrison picks Ty and Angel. Emily, Ty and Angel. Lauren, Ty and Angel. So the three begs, Ty and Angel. Basically, like I said, everybody that I dislike in that villa picked Ty and Angel. Like, I shit you not. Elima picked Meg and Dejon. Elima obviously always was speaking the truth. Boris's reasoning was funny. He was like, him and Ty are boys, so he basically picked it off friendship. He picked Meg and Dejon. And Melisha got her lick back. Melisha got her lick back. And that's what she came in and she said, yeah, you know what? You lot effed me while I was in there. So I'm going to come back and I'm going to say what I need to say. And I'm going to get you back. Revenge must have been sweet for Alicia, yeah? And then Meg was like, okay, we'll just have to prove you guys wrong. This is... You lot are not understanding. You saying that is the problem. You saying that you need to prove people wrong is the problem. A relationship, you don't need to prove shit to nobody but yourselves. So you guys saying that is a very big problem. That is the problem. And that's what you are not realizing. You say... Because if I was in a villa, I would have said, but Meg, I'm not going to lie to you. you telling us that you need to prove to us, that is the problem. In a relationship or whatever it is, you shouldn't have to prove nothing to nobody but yourselves. So the fact that you're even saying that is questionable in itself. That's what I would have said. I'm surprised no one's clocked onto that. Like, it's crazy. Giorgio picked Angel and Ty. I don't know if people are begging it to Meg and Dejon. I don't know if they're looking. I don't know what's going on, but what are they seeing that we're not seeing for them to be picking Angel and... Well, Angel's fake, but it's like Meg and Dejon, we all know that they're not compatible, but still you're getting people that's voting Angel and Ty. It's not making any sense. Obviously, Helena was going to pick Angel and Ty. There's no doubt. Like, I would have been very surprised if she said Meg and Dejon. Emma said Meg and Dejon. Andrada also said Meg and Dejon. Andrada said she feels for Meg. Like, she feels sorry for Meg as it's one-sided from her end. And all Dejon knows how to do is deflect. And doesn't take accountability for anything that he does. Period. Clock it. Because that's true. That's facts. Dejon don't know how to take accountability for shit. So that's why when he was saying he was taking accountability. Accountability where? Who? When? How? Why? All the W's. All the questions. Because you know how to take accountability for shit, mate. Then it was down to Billicus, and I was like, I know my girl Billicus is going to make the right decision. I don't even have to worry about what she has to say. Billicus ended up dumping Meg and Dejon. Maya asked, why do people keep saying that their relationship, their boyfriend and girlfriend isn't genuine? And this is when Dejon wanted to utter out of his pipe hole that he always takes accountability, that he isn't perfect, and he knows that he's watched the show before, and he knows that coming on the show is about making connections. If you're going to be coming on a show like Love Island and making connections, just make sure you're doing it with your chest, and you're not doing just the bare minimum, so then you don't look like the bad guy. You've studied the show and you lost at your own game. I saw this man's face. I was watching his face the entire time. Dejon looked like, oh shit, the debt collectors. Oh God. That's what he was thinking. The debt collectors. That's what he was thinking. I know that's what he was thinking. And Meg and Dejon have been dumped. Guys, what a way. Well, the season hasn't ended. It ends tomorrow. But what a way to finish it off nicely. And that is the end of tonight's episode, guys. Tomorrow is the final. I'm so excited. I'm ready for the season to finish. I can't lie. It's been a very stressful 8 weeks for me. I've never been so stressed in my life. Like, my job doesn't even stress me like this. This season of Love Island has stressed me out more than my job. How is that possible? How is that my actual 9-to-5 working job? Love Island has stressed me out more than that. How is that possible? But yeah, guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You already know we are on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so make sure to join the mother-in family. And I'm also going live after this. You know we got to do the Sunday lives. So yeah, be sure to head over on my TikTok, Tarek Ferguson, and follow and join the live there. And I will see you guys tomorrow for a Perfect Match episode 3 review. And also to review the final for Love Island. See you guys tomorrow. Bye now.